On the next piece of One Piece, Captain Buggy sends Moji the Beast Breaker to break up the town and our pirate crew.
Blow this town to smithereens!
That's where Zolo was!
Luffy survives, but does his first mate. Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out next week. On the next piece of One Piece, Luffy gets hypnotized and turns into a wild man. Is he crazed enough to destroy his own crew? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out next week. On the next piece of One Piece, Koro's untold story. You won't believe what he's done until you hear what he's about to do. Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out next week. One Piece.
The cat out of the bag attack!
Can our hero survive Koro's most lethal move yet? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out. Coming up next. Is Captain Koro the most evil pirate to ever set sail? You decide. He arrives at Kaya's mansion pretending to be down and out, but he's really Captain Koro, who faked his own demise and has a plan to rob Kaya of her fortune, destroy her village, and even worse.
Force her to ride the wheel as we planned. Then use some of that power of yours to make her vanish.
When Koro is overheard giving Django his final instructions, he orders his former first mate to hypnotize Luffy and not worry about Usopp.
The townsfolk will not believe a word you say.
And he's right.
Stop this, Usopp!
It's not long before everyone realizes Usopp is right. But is it too late?
Usopp, help me!
Django hypnotizes two of his pirates to give them the power to beat Zolo. Now, the only person standing in his way is a pirate made of rubber. Can Luffy hold him back? Come aboard One Piece right now. Find out if Captain Koro succeeds with his diabolical plot.
I leave my entire fortune to my faithful butler, Clarador.
They will meet their fate with pain. A great deal of pain.
Time to say goodbye.
Usopp, help me!
I am going to clean my claws with you.
We can't tell you what happens, but we can say this much. Someone big is going down. Will it be Luffy, Usopp, Kaya, Zolo, Nami, or Captain Koro? You're going to find out who gets it in just a few short weeks. Before you do, we want to remind you how our Straw Hat crew got here in the first place, as we encore some of their best adventures, starting with Luffy's legendary run-in with Pirate Alvida. Come aboard One Piece next week. On the next piece of One Piece, it's the final showdown you've been waiting for. Koro versus Monkey D. Only one of these pirate captains can win. Who's got the better move? Is it Koro's cat out of the bag or Luffy's Gum Gum Bell? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out next week. On the next piece of One Piece, lions and snabbits and rooster retrievers?
Look at all these weirdos!
Where is this place? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out next week. On the next piece of One Piece, before Zolo was a master, he was a disaster.
You have studied the way of two swords?
This is my first time even holding one!
What was it that turned him into a hero? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out next week.